And tonight, newly released text messages allegedly sent by Senator Mike Lee to former President Trump's White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows have Democrats fired up.
The text messages obtained by CNN show dozens of messages between the two discussing how the Trump administration could overturn the 2020 election. According to those texts, Lee supported legal challenges and worked to get attorney Sidney Powell access to the president. But a few days before the January 2021 insurrection, the mood of those texts changed. ABC 4's Courtney Johns joins us live in studio with more on how local leaders are reacting. Courtney?
Yeah, that's right, Jordan. Tonight we're hearing from the Utah Democratic and Republican parties, and while their thoughts on the issue are quite different, they both have one thing they agree on. It's what they expect from Senator Lee.
It's shocking but not surprising to see yet another example of Mike Lee putting Trump over the interests of the people of Utah and over the Constitution itself.
Well, Democratic leaders say the text messages show Senator Lee pushed hard to overturn the 2020 election. Carson Jorgensen with the Utah Republican Party says it shows a leader who asks tough questions to protect our democracy.
He looked at the evidence, he made some recommendations, and then he ultimately certified the election against somebody that he may not have wanted. So the Constitution worked just as it should.
According to these text messages, 3 days before the insurrection, Lee sent several messages saying they did not have the authority to reject the certified electoral votes. But Ben Anderson with the Utah Democratic Party says even with this change in heart, his actions created chaos.
Everything he did from November to January led up to the effort to decertify the election and the insurrection on January 6th.
Senator Lee was not available for comment. His communications team directing us to a 5-minute speech Lee made the day of the insurrection.
I spent an enormous amount of time reaching out to state government officials in those states, but in none of the contested states, no, not even one, did I discover any indication that there was any chance that any state legislature or secretary of state or governor or lieutenant governor had any intention to alter the slate of electors.
Senator Lee's director of communications said these texts tell the same story Senator Lee told on January 6th, saying in part, they tell the story of a U.S. senator fulfilling his duty to Utah and the American people by following the Constitution. Back to